Inflation sets the spark, but geopolitics could light the fire this week. It's the week ahead at XM. Let's break down the key events that could define trading this week. We start on Monday with a US Senate vote on Kevin Warsh's nomination as the next Fed chair, replacing Jerome Powell, whose term ends on May 15th. Kevin Warsh is Trump's Fed chair nominee, and although Warsh has repeatedly stated that he would act independently of political pressure, there are concerns that his appointment could mark a shift in how monetary policy is communicated and executed. Confirmation of his nomination may not be market-moving, but any remarks by Warsh in the days after might, amid his support for lower rates. Tuesday's US CPI is the key data print of the week. A strong inflation print could revive Fed rate expectations, supporting the dollar, pressuring U.S. stocks, and weighing on gold and cryptocurrencies, which remain highly sensitive to liquidity expectations. There could be additional volatility on Wednesday if producer prices stay elevated. On Thursday, we'll get the U.S. retail sales figures for April. Softer numbers could fuel fears about a wider impact of the Iran war on the U.S. economy. Meanwhile, on Thursday, we'll also get the Q1 GDP data from the United Kingdom, critical for Bank of England policy expectations and sterling direction. Any sign of stagnation could trigger downside pressure on pound pairs. Of course, geopolitics cannot be ignored. Ongoing tensions surrounding the US-Iran conflict remain a major wildcard. Any escalation, whether through military posturing, disruptions to Middle Eastern shipping routes, or sanctions rhetoric, could drive oil sharply higher, spill into broader inflation expectations, and trigger a risk-off move across global markets. In this environment, equities could come under pressure. However, a surprise deal between the United States and Iran could easily trigger a risk-on reaction, with the dollar likely tumbling and gold surging. Finally, turning to Wall Street, Q1 earnings have started to wind down, and while earnings beats have supported stock indices, cautious forward guidance continues to remind investors that macro and geopolitical uncertainty remain key risks, and this theme looks set to continue for the remainder of the Q1 season. Bottom line, inflation data will set the direction, but geopolitics could amplify moves fast. So this is a week for discipline and flexibility. This was your week ahead at XM. Give us a like and subscribe. You don't want to miss a market update.